Alright, so 10 days ago I made this video. Hi, my name is Angus and I have an addiction to social media. Solution time. I'm going to take it off my phone. And I said in that video that I would review what I did in about a week's time. It's now 10 days ago, so I figured that was a good time to review. Just to quickly recap what exactly I did, I deleted all my social media off my main phone, and then I had a secondary phone that I still had social media on, but I was only allowing myself to use that for certain time frames. And pretty much as soon as I made that video and deleted the apps off my phone, when I was editing that, I noticed that even though the social media things were deleted, I was still checking the home screen on my phone every 15-20 minutes whilst just editing on the computer, because it was just such a habit. I definitely recommend to you, just give this a shot. If you don't think you're addicted to social media, just delete them and see how long you last before you actually start checking your phone for those ghost notifications that you know won't come up. So obviously deleting social media is a big benefit if you've got work to do. If you have to head down, bum up and just knock out some work, then I would definitely recommend deleting social media. Another thing that I found really helpful was to just put my phone into a different room. I actually put my phones, both my phones, I actually put both of them in the room next to me on the staircase. I put them on loud just in case anyone called me, so I could still go to the phone to answer a call if it was for work or anything. But having the screen away from me, out of touch, made it awkward for me to check every 15 minutes. So I ended up just kind of stopping that and sticking ahead of me doing my work, which was so much beneficial because I could really kind of get down and concentrate for a longer time. Things that I didn't realize would happen was what would happen in social circumstances. Quite often in whether it was going out drinking or setting up for the podcast or just going out to hang out with mates, often there is a few little lapses in concentration in the whole group where everyone is on their phone. The interesting thing for me is when I didn't have that on my phone and I had checked all of my text messages and all of my voice calls, there was nothing for me to do on my phone, which did make it kind of awkward for me because I was just kind of waiting for everybody else to get back into the conversation that we were kind of half in. And it's quite telling of the times that we're in where it's such a social norm to have that 5-minute phone break while we're socializing with other people. Not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, it just made me recognize it was there. Does having a second phone actually help you get rid of that social media addiction? No, I would say skip that whole bit because it's probably not the best way. When I made my first video, I got a few comments from people. Thank you so much for commenting. And they said that they were going through the same things and they'd tried a few things themselves. So I specifically wanted to point out this comment from Chelsea. More recently, I started using an app called Quality Time, which essentially does the same thing the battery settings on the iPhone does. It tells you how much you use your phone during the week and it will lock you out if you use too much. Now, this is such a better idea than just using a second phone. And the big question, am I gonna keep on going ahead with this? I'm definitely going to reinstall the apps on my phone because I'm a slave to social media, but I'm definitely less of a slave now and I'm going to choose to, one, get that app that Chelsea mentioned, and I'm definitely going to utilize my phone less. I'm gonna make sure that it's not in the room with me when I'm doing work or something specifically time consuming, and I'm going to make sure that when I go out, I'm spending a lot more time talking to people instead of having that kind of 5-minute lapse. Yeah, that's kind of all I learned. It was fun. It was a good experiment. Would definitely recommend you give it a shot because you might learn something completely different to me. Let me know how you go. If you have already given it a shot, also let me know how you went. I'd be interested to see, did you find the same things that I found? Did you find different things? Always keen always keen to find out. Cool. Sweet. Alright. Yep, that's it. I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.